Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Line Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about concentrating on one exercise as your main focus. Now, of course, when I speak about bodybuilding, it's all about developing a balanced physique, right? You want to basically have different muscles that are in balance, therefore preventing injury, along with giving that aesthetically pleasing physique. That's kind of the art of bodybuilding if you're going to look at it that way. But what I'm going to say is that you may notice from your current training regime and your present level of genetics and training experience and so forth, you may notice that you're developing a certain way. Your body may be getting really strong and really developed in certain areas and then underdeveloped in other areas. Now, I find a fun approach to take, not the obsessive compulsive approach where you're just driving yourself nuts unless you basically, achieve a goal, right? I don't want to encourage that by any means, but what I want to tell you is that if you know that you have a certain weak body part and you want to bring it up, there's definitely something to be said for giving it priority, such as doing the specific exercise that hits that area and also concentrating most of your energy on that exercise. So for instance, say, I just did an upper chest video, right, where I was doing steep inclines. Say you're having trouble with upper chest development, it would make sense to take a period of time to always start with a specific incline bench press or incline dumbbell press or dumbbell fly or whatever it is that you feel hits your upper chest the best, and then progressively overload that area as far as you try to increase in strength at all the rep ranges, and you concentrate on always measuring that and starting your workouts or your chest workouts with that exercise, right? So for instance, instead of doing flat bench all the time during chest training, which is really common, most guys do that, you would start with incline bench as your main priority, and you would keep track of those sets and reps and find out, am I increasing in strength or am I not? And trying to find solutions around that and really change this macrocosm, into the microcosm, right? Not looking at your entire physique or am I improving everywhere? Just find out, are you improving in that one area? And the funny thing is, sometimes you'll find that when you take a break from doing certain exercises, such as flat bench, and say you go crazy on incline for a period of time, when you come back to flat bench, within a couple of workouts, you may notice that you break through a plateau. That's the weird part, right? So you're really trying to push through these weak links or these areas where your body may be weaker or maybe not as developed, and by developing that part of the body, you will find that it may assist with developing other parts after. But only through making it a priority can you really push through that barrier. So this not only makes it fun as far as making more gains or more achievement, but at the same time it also brings more light to your training. You know what I'm saying? It brings more motivation and focus, and it changes things up to make it interesting. I'm training in the garage all the time, so I have a limited number of exercises to work with, but I do find by playing these little games or these little tricks with myself, I can motivate myself to work out and to have fun with it, right? And if you're having fun with your training, we know that you're definitely going to be more motivated and at the same time make more results and more gains in the long run. So yeah, I've been doing this actually lately. I just started doing a steep incline bench as my main chest training focus. And I'm going to try to do that as my main focus for at least a few weeks, maybe to a month. And I will do some flat bench here and there, and I will do some flat dumbbells and stuff, but I'm going to try to do more incline stuff just because it's fun for me at the moment, and that's really what it's about, right? Is developing those weak areas. And then sometimes also I want to address this. Sometimes you may find that exercises like inclines may hit your chest better than declines or flat, right? Only by changing the angles will you find this out. And what may influence this is certain injuries. So such as me having a dislocating shoulder and stuff, I find that I bring in the pec minor a lot when I'm doing flat bench and a lot of the rotator cuff. But when I'm doing incline, it definitely feels more in the pec major. It's weird. Before I injured my shoulder, that never happened. But once I dislocated the shoulder years ago, it seemed like it changed the dynamic and how I fire my pec muscles, right? So through these experiments, you may make some really interesting discoveries, and you may blast through some plateaus and balance out your physique. And that's kind of fun. That's kind of what you're doing, right? I mean, you can't always just play video games in the garage all the time. You're in the garage to work out or in the gym to work out to achieve some sort of result, I'm sure. And get a high score on Donkey Kong Mountain. So I hope this helps you out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get hold of me, just go to naturallandbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the patron supporters, and take care for now. Mountain. Natural land.